Hello and welcome to Grognard Solo Gaming. I am the Grognard and today we're quitting YouTube. Or at least I am. And you are of course all free to do exactly what you want. And in this video I am going to talk about why and what I'm doing instead, and I'm going to say a few words about the campaigns, I guess. So first up, the OSE campaign. That campaign is over. I will probably play something similar on my own using the hex deck at a later point because it was a lot of fun, but I'll make a new smaller party. So I am giving custody of each character to their player or guildmaster. So if you ever want to use the character in a game of your own, please do. If you want the stats and the items and things like that, you can just send me an email. About Curse of Strahd, I plan to finish the campaign outside of the channel, so if there is someone who just has to know what happens and how it ends, send me an email and I will send you a summary after each session. It won't be in story format, but just a high-level summary, probably in bullet points. And that was it about the campaigns. Alright, so why am I quitting YouTube? Well, there are two reasons really. The first one is that it became so central that I no longer felt much like painting minis, and painting minis has been my biggest hobby for quite a while now, so I really didn't like the change in focus in the long run. And when I decided to sort of force myself to focus on painting again, I quickly became inspired. However, then I just totally lost interest in YouTube, and my ever-growing dislike of editing, of course, played a big part in that. Part of it is also that when I started with YouTube, I wasn't solo gaming very much, so starting the channel helped me engage more with the hobby, while now I'm constantly painting minis for some new game to try out, so I'm painting, playing, and it's the most fun I've had in a long time. So making videos would just get in the way of that, unfortunately. And to be honest, I no longer feel like I get very much out of YouTube. And I have been collecting games for a long time, while only ever getting around to playing a few of them. So I have so many games I'm looking forward to playing and painting if they have minis. So that's the first reason. The second one is that I want to change how I'm spending my time. I want to spend less time on my phone and less time consuming digital media. So apologies to all the YouTube friends, but I will not be watching or listening to many videos for a while, or maybe forever, depending on how I feel and how things turn out. And I feel like this is a kind of complicated but also very interesting topic that I could probably talk a lot about, but I also feel like it's something of a personal journey, so I don't think a long video about it would be very meaningful. But I'm going to say a few things at least, and if you have ever questioned your use of digital media, then take this video as a cue to look into it and to change your habits if that is what you find that you want or need to do. I'm on my own personal journey of digital detox, and before I started it, I would not have believed the difference it would make. But I'm very happy with the results so far, and I'm excited to see how much more I can improve my quality of life by further decreasing my consumption of digital media. So if that idea speaks to you, this might be your sign to try doing the same thing. I really think that many, if not most, people are socially neuralinked to their phones through addiction or at least habit. And they no longer have any idea who they would be or how they would feel if they freed themselves. But that's as much as I will say about that. And I'm not joining the Amish. I will still be available on mail and on Discord. And if someone comments on a video, I will see it eventually. It just might be a week or so before I do. So a few shoutouts before I wrap this up. The first one to Grim Guy Games, whose channel inspired me to start Grognard Solo Gaming. And even if I'm ending the channel now, I'm very happy to have had the experience of trying YouTube. And Grim Guy, if you want to be hobby friends on Discord, just send me an email. That's where I talk about painting and games with my real life friends. My channel email is in the description of this video, and you can also find it on my YouTube homepage. Then two shoutouts to Solo Spelunking and Greek Solo RPG, whose engagement and support for the channel was what kept me going more than once. And you might wonder why that was a good thing if I end up quitting anyway, but you can think of it like a car ride where they helped me from engine failure. So instead of being stranded by the side of the road, I have now reached where I was actually going, because ironically, YouTube played a crucial role in making me realize my own need for a digital detox. So many thanks to Solo Spelunking and Greek Solo RPG. Then, of course, I will mention the other YouTube friends. First out, the Tabletop Wanderer, who is currently making a solo card game. Feel free to send me an email if you want to bounce ideas or if you want another playtester. And kudos to you for not using AI images in the project. I, of course, think that is a great choice. And you probably know all the others: Grey Army Gaming, Mage Hammer, Virtual Muse, Caverna Dulekis, and Sharp Mountain Games. If you're interested in solo gaming and you're not leaving YouTube, then definitely check them all out. And they are all linked on my channel homepage. Also, check out Philip Reed's channel. He made all the great cards that I used in the OSE campaign, and his products are available on DriveThruRPG, and I will link to his channel in the description of this video. Also, I want to say thank you to Leonardo, who created the minis for the Curse of Strahd characters, and to Fukasha Franklin, who inspired me to add more homebrew content to that campaign, which was something that I really enjoyed. And finally, thank you to everyone who subscribed, especially those of you that commented on my videos. I started the channel to help spread solo gaming, as I think it's a great hobby. So if you stumble on this video and you're interested, please do give it a try. You might be pleasantly surprised. And just for fun, I can say, please don't subscribe to my channel and definitely don't check that Pavlovian little bell. But feel free to leave a comment if you have something to share about solo gaming, screen addiction, digital media, or simply to say bye. I will be checking YouTube Studio for a few weeks after posting this, then I will delete that app from my phone. And that was it, the end of Grognard Solo Gaming's YouTube road. I'm happy with both the trip and where it took me, and I wish all of you the very best on whatever journey you're on, and hopefully I will never see you in the next video.